Hi, I'm Troy from Studio 33 Guitar. Thanks for watching. So today we're looking at how to play Good Riddance by Green Day. This is a great song that's a lot of fun to play. It's always a crowd pleaser at parties and campfires, and it uses some really basic, easy chords. Now, as usual, I'll also have a PDF version of the chord chart available on my website, studio33guitar.com. You can go there, print that off. That'll make it a lot easier to follow along. So let's get right to it, zoom in on the neck, and look at how to play Good Riddance. Throughout the intro and the verse of this song, there's only 3 chords, a G, C, and a D. So we're going to start with this G chord, and it's going to look like this. Now, I've got my pinky finger and ring finger plugged in on these 2 strings on the 3rd fret, and then middle finger up here on the 3rd fret, and then index finger here on the 2nd fret. And that G chord is the way that I normally recommend playing a G chord. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that. One of the great things about this version of the G chord is having these 2 fingers here enables you to keep those fingers in position when you're going to some of the other chords. So in this song, for example, we're going to go next to a C add 9 chord. And all we're going to do for that is just move our middle and index finger down 1 string. So these 2 fingers stay exactly where they are, and these 2 fingers just stay in the same position, just drop down 1 string. And that gives you a C add 9 chord. Now typically what I will do is use my middle finger just to nudge up against that low E string to keep it from ringing. And then that way you can continue to play all 6 strings in your strum, and you don't have to worry about trying to miss that string. You can strum through it, hit that string, and it'll just be muted out by your middle finger resting on it. And that'll make your chord sound a little bit cleaner. After that C add 9 chord, we're going to go to a regular D major chord. And so for that one, again, that ring finger gets to stay in that exact same position, and then your index finger and middle finger get into position just behind it. So those are the 3 chords that you need for the intro and the verse. The tricky part about this is the strumming pattern. So the basic idea with this strumming pattern is it uses the really popular strum that, again, I've talked about this in some of my other videos, but it's the one that goes down, down, up, up, down, up. But the key that makes this song a little bit different sounding is 2 things. One is we're going to be playing it a little bit quicker, so it'll be more like this. And we're going to be changing the way that we strum, and we're not going to be concentrating on strumming all the way through the strings. We're going to be alternating between the low strings and the high strings, particularly the note that our ring finger is on. So slowing that down, it would look something like this. So our range of motion is quite small here. We're not doing a full strum like that. We're really just getting more in the wrist here. And again, on our down strums, we're focusing on these lower strings, these low 2 or 3 strings. And then for the upstrokes, we're just trying to get mostly that B string, which is where our ring finger is situated. We're really trying to get that note. And now also if we get that high note in there too, that's okay, but we really want to try and concentrate on mostly that one note. So it makes that range of motion really small. So that's how you would play the intro and then the first half of the verse. The second half of the verse is where he starts to sing, "So make the best of this." And at that point, he goes to an E minor chord. Now you can play a regular E minor chord like this, which is just with your 2 fingers on there like that. And what I'm going to recommend for this song is you play an E minor 7 chord, which will have these 2 fingers locked back in there in that exact same spot they were for that G chord and the C add 9, and then your ring finger for the D. So that really helps to have the consistent notes with your chords, so it makes your chord changes a lot smoother. It's a lot less movement. So an E minor 7 would look like this. And from that E minor 7, you're going to go to a D chord. and then back to the C add 9, and then to the G. And you're going to play that sequence twice with that same strumming pattern that we were using earlier. And that brings us to the chorus, and that's where he starts to sing It's Something Unpredictable. And that goes back to that E minor, to G, back to the E minor, to G, and then back to E minor again, to D, back to G. So again, if you print off that chord chart, it'll be a little bit easier to follow along, but that's going to sound like this. And that brings you right back to that intro again. And from there, you're going to go back to the next verse and then the chorus again, and it's all played exactly the same as it was through the first time. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss the next video. And also check out one of these other videos that's on your screen now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.